Senator Santorum, thank you for being here today.
It's great to be back.
What brought you to CPAC, and what are you getting in terms of the energy level here at CPAC?
You know, one of the great things about this conference is, that the conservative movement has been tagged by the mainstream media as being angry or upset or anxious or fearful, and I don't hear or see any of that here. What I see is a group of people who are enthusiastic about bringing back the founders' vision of America, to apply the principles that have made this country the greatest country in the history of the world to the problems that we face today. We don't have to be like any other country. We know how to solve our problems here in America. We have solutions that we know have worked, and these conservatives here are very, very excited about electing members to the House and Senate in 2010 and to the state houses and to the governorship to implement those changes to solve America's problems.
What do you see for conservatives in 2010 and the year ahead?
I'm very optimistic. I mean, I spent the first 9 months of last year talking to conservative audiences, trying to tell them that things aren't as bad as it may seem out there. And I spent the last 6 months trying to tell conservatives things aren't as good as they may seem out there. That there's a lot of work to be done, a lot of things can happen between now and November, and we've got to keep this enthusiasm. We've got to go out, we've got to recruit good candidates in the primary, conservatives who, when we win in November, if we do, then we'll have conservatives here to be able to implement the policies that everybody's excited about. So our work right now is in the primaries, and then we need to keep that energy to make sure we elect them in the general.
Your home state, Pennsylvania, has a series of competitive races this year. What do you think? What do you see in Pennsylvania?
I don't know of any state that's going to have more races that could impact the national scene than Pennsylvania. We obviously have the great party switcher, Arlen Specter, who gave them the 60 votes that has brought a wrath of liberalism and progressivism raining down from the Obama administration toward into the Congress, and he's very vulnerable. I think I feel very confident that Pat Toomey is going to win that race, but a lot of work to be done. And then we have, believe it or not, 8 congressional seats that are held by Democrats right now that are absolutely in play. We've recruited terrific candidates, including some former members of Congress, as well as people who are Tea Party patriots, if you will, who are going to go out there and deliver that message and energize folks across the country, across the state to win. So we can pick up 8 congressional seats in Pennsylvania alone. We can pick up a governorship and lieutenant governorship. I mean, there's a chance for a wholesale change in Pennsylvania in 2010.
One very last quick question. President Obama is having a summit on healthcare next week. What should we do on healthcare? Do we need to build on the existing plan or start over? What would you do on healthcare?
Well, what Barack Obama has decided to do is to put ideology in front of practical solutions. And what he has proposed and what the Democrats have done is to replace the current system with a government-managed, government-run healthcare system. We should reject that out of hand. That is not how you solve the problem. All you do is create a much more expensive new problem. And what we need to do is to look at the problems in the existing system, get down on a piece of paper, agree what we can do to increase quality, what we can do to reduce costs, what we can do to increase access, what we can do to improve efficiencies. Those are the kinds of things that we can sit down at this meeting and for subsequent meetings and piecemeal work on these problems. They have no intention, from everything I've seen, in trying to fix the current system. Because the current system is still essentially a private system. They don't believe in private markets. They don't believe in free people making decisions. They believe in taking that freedom, having government make those decisions, and having government manage the affairs of our health. That we cannot stand for and we have to reject.